Behind me is 31-year-old Micah Smith, his wife, and he has 3 children, 2, 4, and 8 years old. Now, he is been charged with child abuse, aggravated child abuse, and 3 counts of child torture. He's currently being held without bail, and this case is very disturbing, and I haven't seen it on TikTok yet, so I wanted to talk about it. This information is from Fox 13 Salt Lake City, and they say that he decided to take his 3 children on a hike to Summit Mountain, and they were missing overnight last month. According to the indictment, when the group was found on the trail, the children were standing alongside a boulder with a few sticks stacked against it to provide wind cover. It was noted that the children were not wearing much clothing, and the 2-year-old was underneath the 4-year-old. Rescuers said that when they arrived, the 4-year-old was mostly exposed, unconscious, and appeared lifeless at the time of the rescue, with first responders detecting no pulse. While being rushed to the hospital, officers performed 25 minutes of CPR upon the child. Upon arrival at the hospital, the core body temperature of the boy was 62 degrees Fahrenheit, and he later suffered a stroke and needed to have a portion of his skull removed. Smith's 8-year-old daughter told investigators that at the beginning of the day, Smith told his children that they were going to go on a 9-mile or 9-hour hike. She wasn't sure which. When the group was about 2 miles from the top of the trail, they had to start climbing rocks and grabbing bushes to hold on. As I'm listening to this, I'm like, if you have a 2 or a 4-year-old, you know how 2-year-olds are just learning to walk. Like, what? As they approached the top of the trail, clouds started to roll in, prompting Smith's daughter to tell her father that the group should leave. Smith reportedly shook his head and said, "This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing." After his daughter again shared that she was getting scared, Smith answered, "You shall not pass." When the storm arrived, it started snowing, hailing, and raining, according to the girl, with her father instructing her how to perform CPR on her 4-year-old brother. Imagine how traumatizing not only this forced hike that was beyond their bodily ability at this age. Now she's performing for a 4-year-old's CPR at the age of 8. When interviewed, Smith and the family attempted to hike back down the trail at 6 p.m., but had to stop at around 600 feet down to find shelter. During the hike down, Smith said his 2-year-old son fell and struck his head, causing him to appear dazed. At that point, Smith claimed he found a large rock and sticks to make shelter for the 3 children. 2 hours later, Smith told investigators that his 2-year-old son became unconscious and stopped breathing, and that he attempted CPR on the child until he was breathing on his own. While taking shelter during the night, Smith said